So while filming the back, the cutting of the back, some part of the video was cut out, okay, while cutting the back. So I'm going to explain that part before you see it, so you understand exactly what I'm doing, okay? So first of all, you cut your front, right? So after cutting your front, this is what your front culotte looks like, okay? You will now place it on fabric you have folded in two. Remember that the front culotte had patterns. This fabric patterns. Okay, so this is to show that the fabric is folded into two. Okay, so that's what this is supposed to show. So remember that the front culotte had these patterns, this wavy patterns at the hemline, towards the hemline. So I placed my front culotte on the back to match the patterns up. Okay, so I placed it in such a way that this pattern started at the hemline of the culotte, so I wanted to make sure that even for the back piece, the patterns will start towards that hemline of the culotte. Okay, so I matched those patterns together. All right, so when you are doing your culottes, keep your eye open. If you're using a borderline fabric, like my fabric, the fabric I'm using has borderline designs. If you're using a fabric that has borderline designs, you want to match them up. Okay, you want to match up the borderline designs so it doesn't look like something an amateur did. Alright, so I matched up the borderline designs on the fabric. Alright, that's what I did. I matched up the borderline designs on the fabric by placing this front right exactly where the borderline designs of the fabric starts. I placed it to match each other. The next thing I did, remember I told you that you can extend by 1 inch, between 1 inch to 1.5, depending on the fit you're going for. You can do your back crotch extension from 1 inch to 1.5. So I decided to use 1 inch for my back crotch extension. So I placed after placing this on the folded fabric, I placed my tip like so. I measured 1 inch. I also measured 1 inch down here, like this. I also measured 1 inch at the hemline. Okay, I'm measuring that additional 1 inch from the edge of the front crotch extension. From the edge of the front crotch extension, I measured 1 inch. From the edge of the hem of the front, I measured 1 inch. And I drew a line like this. To connect. Okay? And I just extend the line from the front all the way to this point. Okay? You have created the back crotch extension. Now the back curve, okay, the crotch curve of the back is slightly higher than the one for the front. The crotch curve for the back is slightly higher than the one for the front by 1/4 inch. So just measure. You can decide to skip this step if you want, but I just decide I like doing it. So where the crotch curves, you just measure 1/4 inch. You just measure 1/4 inch. Are you seeing that? You just measure 1/4 inch above the curve of the front, above the front curve. You measure a 1/4 inch upward and you just connect. You connect. And that's for the back. Okay, so now you're done with the back. You'll now take your scissors and then go like this. Go like so. Go like so. So let me use this blue to show you the cutting direction the scissors will take. The scissors will go like so. Hey, remember for the front, we went slightly higher here. So I just mark it. So like about half of the so about half of it. Okay, so this section for the front was longer. Okay, was longer than from here to here. So we just measured and found out from here to here. We measured and then measured the same distance from here to here. Alright, this is so that you have an even hemline. When we measured from here to here, we took notes and now measured the same thing here and it stopped somewhere here. And we now drew a line, a straightish line, all the way to the midpoint of this front piece. Okay, somewhere around the midpoint of the front piece. Okay, so when you want to start cutting, you will follow that part for the back. Because the back and the front, they have to be even on the side seam so that they can join without problem. So you follow, this is your cutting, you follow. This is how you'll be cutting with scissors. Okay? Follow. Then remember that you extended the crotch curve for the back. So you follow the extended crotch curve, you lifted up the crotch curve, and then you follow the crotch extension for the back. You know, the crotch extension for the back is wider, it's longer. So you follow it, and then you go down, and you go straight like so, till you meet this one. And that's how you're going to cut. Alright, let's go back. So fold your fabric into two, the remaining fabric into two, like I am doing right now. Get the front piece. Okay, get the front piece and place it on the fabric you just folded into two. Making sure you align the patterns. For instance, I'm using borderline patterns, so that's why I made sure I aligned the patterns for the front and the back piece, so that there's this uniformity when the outfit is worn. And then I'm just shifting the fold a bit just to eliminate excess, because I noticed that there was just too much excess fabric before the front pattern began. So mark 1 inch from the crotch extension. You can mark 1 inch, you can mark 1.5 inches, depending on the fit you want. So I wanted a slightly tighter fit, that's why I'm marking 1 inch. But if you want a loose fit for your culotte, you mark 1.5 inch from the crotch extension of the front. So the crotch extension of the back is longer than the crotch extension for the front. I've already demonstrated that in the whiteboard video. Then for the crotch curve, you mark a 1/4 inch up from the crotch curve of the front. So the crotch curve of the back is a 1/4 inch longer than the crotch curve of the front. And these are the only two modifications you need to make. Okay, I've already explained all this in the whiteboard video. I'm quite sorry that the camera caught some parts of this filming. So you just cut following the outline of the front piece. That's all you do. The only difference is the crotch extension for the back and the crotch curve. These are the only places where the front and back are different. Aside from that, they are the same. So you just nip into the crotch line or crotch level and nip into the hip line. This nipping is good. It's important because when you're sewing the pieces together, you can now join it at those points. And then now I am going to trace the darts. Okay, so I'm using my dart. I'm using my tracing wheel and the tracing paper to now trace the darts in onto the wrong side of the back piece. Remember, all marks you're making, tracing, chalk, everything should be on the wrong side of the fabric. Okay, so if you don't have tracing paper and tracing wheel, then you have to use chalk and ruler and follow the method, follow exactly what we did, how we derived the darts for the front piece. Just go back to that video. Now you're going to cut a rectangle that is 22 inches by 15 inches. Okay, cut a rectangle that is like around 22 inches to 15 inches. Fold it into two. This is for the pockets. We're about to craft the pockets. Then fold it into two again. So you're folding that rectangle into 4 places. Okay, folding it into 4 places, and then I want to measure it now so you know the minimum you should have. On the one side you should have like 7 inches, on the other side you should have 10 3/4 inches minimum. All right, minimum. This is for a small pocket. Okay, if you want a longer pocket, then you should make it longer than this. All right, then place the pattern of the culotte you have cut, place it on the folded fabric for the pockets. Okay, and then pin it in place. And then cut. All right, you're going to cut following the outline of the culotte pattern you have drafted. All right, so you're just going to cut following that outline. See how easy it is to draft your pockets. So easy. Next, you're going to nip at the hip line. Very important. This helps you when you are trying to place the fabric together. It helps you a lot when you're trying to place the fabric together. And then you cut all folds out. You cut out all folds. And then you just freehand a curve on the inner edge of the pocket. I like freehanding that curve. I like doing that curve so that dirt will not gather at one pointed edge that will be difficult to wash. To enable easy washing of my pockets and my trousers, I always curve the inner edge of the pockets. That's the pocket that will be inside my trouser. The part of the pocket that will be inside the trouser. I always like curving that edge. Okay, and that's it. We're done drafting the pocket. So easy. You did it in less than 2 minutes. And then when you're done drafting, you should have 4 pieces for your pockets. You should have 4 pieces for your pockets. So I'm just going to take it and set it aside. And then I am going to unpin the pattern. Okay, unpin it because all this while the front and the back pattern has been pinned together. And then I am going to mark the front pattern, by writing F on it. So if you're new to drafting trousers, you want to do this, it just helps your life, makes it a whole lot easier when you go to your sewing machine to put the patterns together, to sew them together. So this is the front. I want you to see what it looks like. I am not yet done with it, but I'll just set it aside for now. I'll come back to the front later. And this is the back, so I'll be marking it. I'll be writing B for back on it. I wrote F for front on the front piece. Okay, so you can see what it looks like. So I'll set it aside now. Okay, so the front piece, remember I told you I'm not yet done with the front piece. So what I want to do right now for the front piece is what I call waistline shaping. So I want to shape the waistline. So at the CF, I will mark ½ inch. I'll take my chalk and mark ½ inch from the edge of the waistline downward. Then draw a straight line for like about 1.5 inches. Then slant the line to the edge of the waistline. Okay, just slant it. But I'm going to make sure that that slanted line stops at least 1 inch from the outseam. You know that the seam allowance is already embedded in this thing. Good. So that is why we came in straight for 1 inch and we stop 1 inch before what? The outseam. And then now that I'm done curving, I will just like cut along that line I just drew now. Just cut along it and it's so easy. I am done shaping my waistline. And that's it. I'm done shaping the waistline and this is what the front looks like. So now I want to now draft my waistband. So you need to get a strip of fabric that should be at least your waist, the length of your waist plus like 4 inches. It should be like the length of your waist plus 4 inches, wide, and then the length of the strip should be at least 2.5 inches because we're going to cut 2 inches. We're going to cut 2 inches. Okay, I'm going to draft the waistband, the complete waistband. That's the waistband plus its facing. I'm going to draft that now. So I'm going to fold the strip of fabric into 2 equal parts. Fold the strip of fabric into 2 equal parts. And I'm going to mark that 2 inches. So my ruler is already a 2-inch ruler, so I'm just using the ruler to draw a complete 2-inch line from one edge to the other. So I'm just cut out all excesses. I've marked the 2 inch. So I'm just cutting out that 2-inch line. And now I have a long strip. I will fold this long strip into 2. Can you see that? I folded the long strip into 2. So the section I have the double fold, I'll place the tip of my tape there. I just wanted to show you what I'm doing. First, you fold into 2. And then you fold into 2 again. I just wanted to show you that so there is no confusion. And then where you have the double fold, you place the tip of your tape there and now mark 1/4 of your waist measurement. Where you have the double fold, place the tip of your tape there and mark 1/4 of your waist measurements. So in this case, it is 6 1/4 for this person. It is 6 1/4. Then at the lower place, you're going to mark 6 1/2. So whatever you marked up there, you're going to add 1/4 to mark down. Then I added 1/2 inch up there for seam allowance, and you add 1/2 inch down as well. The point is I want a slanted line. you know, I want a slanted line. Okay, so whatever you have up, what you have below should be a quarter inch wider. So you mark your real waist measurement up, and then you add a quarter inch below, and you're going to add seam allowance. So in the end, what I marked up there is 6 3/4, and what I'll be marking down there will be like 7 inches. Okay, so as to have this slanted line, and at the end I still trimmed a bit more. If you watch the video, just watch the video carefully and see what I'm doing. The point is, you want the top of this waistband to be smaller than the bottom. It has to be a slanted line. Then next, I'm going to cut a rectangle for the back waistband. I want to cut the back waistband now. So just mark like about almost 10 inches up there, and mark more than 10 inches down, like about 11, and you now draw a line, and you draw your rectangle. Okay, see, so you have at least 11 down there. Okay, 11 at least, and then now cut the rectangle out. You fold it into 2. So I want to get rid of that borderline mark. I don't like it. I don't like seeing it in my outfits. I think it makes outfits look amateur. So I want to cut it out. So I've cut it out. Now I'm folding into 2, and I'm folding into 2 again. So that's why we cut 11 inches down. So when we fold into 2 again, we'll still have at least what? The 2 inches we need. So here I am drawing my 2 inches. Making that 2-inch mark. I have drawn the 2 inches. Then at the very edge, I will be marking half an inch. At the edge of the fabric, I'll mark half an inch, a half an inch line. Okay, so I'll just connect. Why am I doing that? I'm doing that because I want to create an even line. I want to create an even line. There's some cutting, so I have an even edge. I want to have an even edge. Okay, then after cutting it, I'll still mark half an inch from that even edge. Now this half an inch is for the CB, the zipper. Okay, the zipper, the CB. Now I'll mark her waist measurements, which is 6 1/4 up there, and below I'm going to mark 6 1/2, and then I'll still go up there again and add half an inch for seam allowance. So see what I'm doing now, you see, I just drew this half an inch line for seam allowance for the out seam. Okay, so I have 2 seam allowances allocated for the back waistband. Do you see what I did? Good. And I made sure that the lower part is what? Longer than the upper part, just like we did for the front. You want to have a slanted line at that your out seam or side seam section. So I'm just cutting the top, cutting out my 2 inches. You know, I marked the 2 inches, but I didn't cut it out, so I cut it out now, and I have cut out my waistband piece. Now I'm notching the CB. Helps you a lot. Notch twice into the CB section. So I've notched twice into the CB section, so when I go to sew, I'll know that that's the CB. And now this is my waistband, the back plus the facing. Okay, the back of the waistband plus its facing.